Hello, my PokePadawans and TBU fans alike. Welcome to week 1 of the Western Weezings team analysis for our first game. Now, our first opponent is Sinister Sableye and the St. Louis Chatots. And he's got a pretty cool team. It's scary in its ways, but it's pretty cool. But I think I might have a slight edge on it now. I'll go over his team. It is Mega Pinsir, Heatran, Starmie, Roserade, Haxorus, Skuntank, Sandslash, Gramble, and Zebstrika. And he's got Conkeldurr, Hoop Confined, and Xatu on the bench. So, straight away, Mega Pinsir's a threat. Mega Pinsir's always a threat. Heatran could be a nuisance, but ground coverage will help us there. Starmie, bit of a pain. Roserade, we can manage with it. We can manage with Roserade. Haxorus, if it gets a Dragon Dance or 2 up, I'm in trouble. Because everybody knows if Haxorus gets to +2 with Dragon Dance, it's game over. That's just it. End of discussion. Skuntank is pretty cool. I mean, I had Skuntank Season 1. You guys will probably remember Pepe the Skuntank. And he did pretty well for me, so it's going to be a little bit nostalgic, I guess, going up against him this time. Sandslash, honestly, I'm not too worried about Sandslash because its special defense is absolutely rubbish. You know, 1 Ice Beam and it'll be done for. Gramble could be a pain because of that Intimidate lowering attack on my physical attackers, and just generally because he hits hard. Zebstrika, I'm not sure how to take Zebstrika. Now I know what it does, it's Wild Charge, Flame Charge, things like that. Thunder Wave, it's an electric type. But I'm not sure what it might do if it comes this week. I don't expect it to, but you never know, it might. I mean, the ones I'm expecting from him are probably Mega Pinsir, Heatran, Starmie, Haxorus, Skuntank for hazard removal. Actually, no, I'm probably expecting Sandslash more for hazard removal, to be honest. Because he could run Sandslash physically defensive as well. Because I've got quite a few physical presences on my team. And Sandslash might be able to take a few hits off them, get the hazards up, remove the hazards. I definitely think he'll bring Gramble, because I have the Latias. So, they're the ones I'm kind of expecting. So, I've been planning carefully, going over it, thinking of a team. And this is basically what I came up with. So, I'm going to go through the team with you guys now. Now, I've got to be honest, I did rush the layouts a little bit. And I forgot to put the abilities onto the layout for the mons, but it's alright because I'll go over them anyway. I'll let you know what abilities I'm running. So the first on the team is our Mega AbFabsol. So what we're doing, we're running Lonely because we have kind of a mix set. So Lonely Mega AbFabsol, 252 attack and speed. It's boosted attack, not boosted speed, because I don't really think we need the extra speed for against Sinister's mons, because we already outspeed his fastest, which is Zebstrika at 116, and then Starmie at 115. So I've got Sucker Punch, obvious. Dark Stab gives us priority as well. Play Rough is there for Haxorus, to deal with Haxorus. I've got Iron Tail on there for Gramble. You know, it's there. And I've got Ice Beam for Sandslash. And anything else that doesn't like ice. So basically, Absol it's going to do what an Absol does. It's going to come in, hit hard, and get out, basically. That's basically what AbFabsol's going to do. So, that's Absol. Second member of the team is Raikou, the Thunder Doggo. Now, disclaimer, This Mom was an absolute nightmare to get to Jed. Yeah, it's been Jed. Blah 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 blah. You know, I don't care. So yes, Thunder Doggo. This is the event Roku with Aura Sphere because of Heatran. Because that Aura Sphere gives us some nice coverage against Heatran. Otherwise, I would have had to run HP Ground, and you know, why would I want to do that when I can run HP Ice and have Aura Sphere? Volt Sphere. What's that then? That's supposed to say Volt Switch. Clearly I've made a typo. Good job, Jedi. Well done. Messing up on those graphics. Oh well. So yeah, Aura Sphere, Volt Switch, HP Ice, and Magnet Rise. Because that way I can afford to stay in against Heatran. Go for the Magnet Rise, and then hopefully take it down with the Aura Sphere. Because I don't think one Aura Sphere will take it down. I think it'll probably be a 2-hit KO. I haven't calced any of these because, again, I haven't had a lot of time. I've been so busy this week, it's been unreal. But yeah, Life Orb Aura Sphere should really hurt Heatran. It's probably an easy 2-hit KO. Unless it's like max HP, max special defense with Assault Vest. Then it's probably a 3-hit KO. But at least with the Magnet Rise, we can avoid the Earth Power. Or Volt Switch gives us the opportunity to just basically, I mean, Roku is probably the best switch, the best lead I've got, because we can just come in and we can either hit super effectively where we can, or we can just Volt Switch and get the hell out of there and switch into something else. HP Ice is mostly for Sand Slash. I guess it hits Haxorus as well, but I think Aura Sphere might actually do more. But yeah, HP Ice is there mainly for Sand Slash because I don't want it coming in and just sitting in on me, laughing at me and EQing me to death, because that's no fun. Well, it's no fun for me. It will be for Sinister, but not for me. So yeah, Magnet Rise is there to avoid any ground type moves, and HP Ice is there to get rid of Sand Slash and maybe hit Haxorus. We'll see how it goes. Third mon on the team is Mrs.Meme, the Jinx. Yep, Mrs.Meme. That's what I went with. 252 special attack and speed with 4 special defense, timid nature, so positive attack, positive speed even, sorry, and negative attack. Focus Sash, and we've got Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, Psy Shock, and Hidden Power Ground, because that way we can take on Heatran. Now I wanted to run Mimic just for shenanigans, so that I could, I don't know, mimic the Shadow Ball from Starmie and get it back, or mimic Heatran's Earth Power. But unfortunately, it didn't like that move. It didn't want to let me have it, so I went with Shadow Ball instead. And then HP Ground was originally Focus Blast, but I changed it at the last minute because I've never landed a Focus Blast in my life. Never have I ever landed a Focus Blast that mattered. Never. So I went with HP Ground instead because it does the same job against the mon I needed to, and in fact it probably does it better because it's more reliable. So yeah, that's Jinx. I mean, it's kind of a standard set, to be honest. If anything Jinx does, it's standard, but you know, there it is. So the next mon on the team is Jellicruel. I wanted a bit of bulk on the team. I didn't want to just be pure offense. I wanted to have a defensive option, so I've gone with specially defensive Jellicruel, or Jellicruel, a name that I actually came up with when I accidentally called Jellicruel, or maybe I called Tentacle Jellicruel by accident. I did one of them. I accidentally called them Jellicruel, and it just sort of stuck. So that's what I went with for a name. Yeah. 252 HP in special defense, 4 defense, calm nature, so that's positive special defense, negative attack, I believe. Leftovers. We've got absolutely no defensive investment, so I went with the fixed damage of Nightshade because it's probably going to do more than Shadow Ball would. I mean, Scald may have been a better option, but I went with I've got the Willow on there. I've got Recover for that recovery, and I've got Acid Armor so that we can try and not be exploited as easily on the physical side. If we get a chance, we can set up an Acid Armor and boost our defense to +2 or +4, wherever we need it to be. hopefully that will help. But yeah, at least with Nightshade, I can hit everything for neutral damage. I mean, Scald would have been good, but Starmie basically just comes in, does what it wants all over Jellicruel and just carries on. So that's kind of why I've got Nightshade. The next mon on the team is BatScorp the Gliscor. So, wanted hazards. Hazards are going to be a big thing, especially when dealing with Mega Pinsir, because it does not appreciate Stealth Rocks. It takes 50% damage when it switches into Stealth Rocks, which may or may not be a 3-hit kill or a 2-hit kill by the Stealth Rocks alone, depending on whether he's got odd or even HP. I mean, any competitive player worth their salt knows to run the odd HP, because that way things like Super Fang and 50% hits like Stealth Rocks hitting Mega Pinsir won't kill you in 2 turns guaranteed. It will take a 3rd turn because you'll always be left with that 1 HP. But anyway, so 248 HP, 252 defense. This is a physically defensive Gliscor because there are quite a few things on Sinister Team that it defends well against. I mean, Skuntank, if it wants to run physical set, it can probably take a hit or 2 from Haxorus. If Heatran wants to play around with a physical set, I guess. Sandslash can do virtually nothing to Gliscor. Practically nothing. Gramble can come in, intimidate Bats. No, it can't intimidate BatScorp actually because we have the Hypercutter. We have Hypercutter. So it can't intimidate us. It can come in, but again, because we're physically defensive, we could probably take the hits and hit it back with Earthquake. And then you've got Zeb Striker. Zeb Striker may run Hit Power Ice, but I think he's actually more of a physical attacker. So I'd expect the only real thing you can hit us with decently would be Flame Charge. But that's even if it comes. So yeah, physically defensive Gliscor, basically there for the rocks. We've got the Defog as well. Roost for the recovery. For a second I thought I said Roast. Earthquake, like I say, is there for damage. I mean, the only thing that we can't hit on his team is Mega Pinsir, and we hit that with the Stealth Rocks anyway, so I'm just hoping it doesn't come to a circumstance where Gliscor's the only one I've got left against Mega Pinsir, because chances are Mega Pinsir will be running the Swords Dance, which means eventually it's going to break through Gliscor's defences, and there ain't a damn thing Gliscor's going to be able to do about it. But yeah, hopefully we'll avoid that scenario. So the final Pokemon on the team this week is from the bench, the Winged Terror, Aerodactyl. So Aerodactyl's pretty cool. Again, it's kind of that theme of hit fast and hard. It's 130 speed, so again it outspeeds everything on Sinister's team, so I could afford to run Adamant instead of Jolly. I mean, if Starmie is Scarfed, it will outspeed, but I don't know whether Sinister will want to lock Starmie into the Scarf. I think he may need the Rapid Spin option on it. Certainly he'll want the coverage in Shadow Ball for the Jellicent, and then Skull for other things. So I don't honestly think that he will choice lock his Starmie, so I'm not too worried about Scarf Starmie. In fact, if he does Scarf Starmie, that will probably be better for me, because I'll be more able to deal with it. Because Jinx has got the Dry Skin, so I can switch into Water type moves there. Because Dry Skin makes Jinx immune to water attacks, so that's something. But yeah, the Winged Terror, we've got 252 attack and speed, 4 special defense just because I could, Adamant Nature with a choice band. So this thing's going to hit like a truck. We've got Earthquake is there for Heatran and stuff like that. I mean, Earthquake hits hard anyway. Crunch is there kind of primarily for Starmie. Rock Slide is there mainly for Pinsir, mainly for Mega Pinsir, and we've got Dragon Claw there to deal with Haxorus, hopefully. So the choice banded Dragon Claw is still going to hurt Axeros. I don't care what anybody says, it's still going to hurt it. It's probably a 2-3 KO at worst. So, yeah. So we've got Adamant banded Aerodactyl. We've also got the Unnerve on Aerodactyl. We don't have Rockhead, we've got Unnerve. Because that way, if Heatran's running the Ground Resist Berry, we can just click that Earthquake and it can't use its berry. Heatran can't use its Ground Resist Berry because we've got Unnerve, so we can just kill it straight out with the Earthquake. So that's why I've gone with that. So that is the team. That is the team for week 1 of the Western Weezings versus the St. Louis Chatots. So hope you guys are excited. I know I am. I'm actually about to have my match with Sinister literally as soon as I've recorded this. So yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm excited. I'm a wee bit nervous as well. I mean, I'm not expecting to do well. Part of me kind of wants to. Part of me hopes that I win. But mostly I'm just here to have fun, to be honest. So, yeah. So week 1, TBU. Are we going to win? Are we going to lose? Are we going to get 6-0'd? Who knows? Guess we'll find out. So, the battle video will be up tomorrow because this will be on the Thursday. The battle video will be live on the Friday. So that will be tomorrow for you guys watching. So thank you very much for joining me on this team analysis video. I hope I haven't rambled on for too long. As always, be sure to check out my opponent. His links will be down in the description below, as will the links to the Twitter and official channel for the TBU as well. The TBU. Well done, Jedi. You've just done it again. So pro at this. So, again, thank you for joining me, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the first match for the Western Weezings in TBU Season 3. Take care, everyone. Catch you later.